Weirdos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan, and today I have another amazing book review for you. I have finally started the Shadow and Bone trilogy because I heard and I saw a little trailer on Instagram that said that Shadow and Bone was being turned into a TV series and it was premiering in April. And I have had this book set on my bookshelves for about 2 years now, and I have wanted to get to it, but now I was like, oh my god, now I'm on an accelerated timeline and I absolutely have to read this series before it airs on TV so I can watch it because I don't want to be spoiled from it. And as the trailer showed, some of the cast was introducing themselves and they were like, oh, I'm this person, my name is this, and I played this character. Well, some of the characters were from Shadow and Bone, and some of the characters were from the Six of Crows duology. So I have to read all three of these books and the two duology books before April. And I know that the King of Scars, I believe, takes place as well in the Grishaverse. And there is another, the second book in the King of Scars duology is going to be out at the end of April, I believe. So I'm hoping that that set, even though it takes place in the Grishaverse, is not involved in the TV series because I probably won't have time to read all of them before then, especially since the second book and the King of Scars duology doesn't premiere until right before the TV series comes out. So I'm hoping that it's just the Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows books that it's involved with, but you never know. So anyway, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm not sure. If I'm not, please correct me. This book is about Alina. Again, I'm not sure about the name pronunciation. I just go by how I read it. So I read Alina. And it is her and her best friend Mal. They were orphaned by border wars going on in their country. And they joined the military because that's, kind of what you do, and their version of the military, and they ended up under attack by something, and I can't remember what they called them, but these creatures that they were attacked by ended up causing her to unleash her dormant powers that she did not know that she had, and nobody knew that she had them, and she ended up being taken away by this person called the Darkling to be properly trained on how to use her powers and, to become a Grisha warrior, which is, it's a really good honor and everything, and that's exciting. But she ends up really involved in this world, and she's taken away from her best friend who she's been with since she was a child, and it's really hard on her, and she has to figure out how to master her powers and how to use them. And she is also discovering that she is having feelings for the Darkling, and then she uncovers like some crazy secret conspiracy theory thing that she has to figure out, and it is absolutely insane, and this story has you on the edge of your seat the entire time. And I absolutely loved it. I give this book 5 stars. So I don't want to go into too much about the book for my people who have not read this book. But if you have read this book, I am going to start talking about details now. So I would like to say goodbye to my non-spoiler friends. If you have not read this book, go away and read the book and come back to watch the rest of this. So bye, non-spoiler people. Okay. And now, if you're still here, you've read this book. I absolutely love Alina. She is, exactly how I was, as a kid. She was, awkward. I was not orphaned, from any wars or anything, but like her personality seems like me. And she was friends with the guys, and she was just like one of the guys, and I grew up like that. So I was always one of the guys. And just seeing a character who's like that, and she's in love with her best friend, and then she gets taken away from him, and she starts realizing, maybe I was only in love with him because we were super close and because he was the only one that was there. And then she goes off and she starts falling for the Darkling, and I really loved that. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, she's gonna be for the Darkling. And I'm like, I know that the story has to have a villain and it's going to be the obviously named Darkling. I just really don't want it to be like that. I want him to be a good person and all that stuff. And then, of course, he ends up being the bad guy because, you know, the story has to have a bad guy. And I understand, and you know, what sucks is that I understand what he's trying to do. He wants to take over and rule everything because, you know, everybody does. Who doesn't want that? And especially with his crazy long lifespan, why would he want to spend his time working for a doofus king? I get it. But, you know, I mean, man, you gotta use Alina like that? He had to put the collar on her and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, when I read that part, I started looking up the jewelry for like the collar thing that he made out of the antlers. And I found a really cute piece of jewelry that looks like that. So I'm probably gonna order that soon, not gonna lie. But I loved their little budding relationship. And then, of course, he had to go and betray her. And I'm like, you son. I'm like, how dare you? Come on. And, you know, I've only read the first book, and I would like to know if the Darkling has a real name. You know, obviously, he was born, and his mother didn't name him the Darkling. So I'm like, what is your real name? What name were you born with? I want to know his name. I hope we get that answer in the next book, Siege and Storm. I had to look at the back of the book to figure out. I forgot. But I am excited to read the second book. I am going to be starting that very soon. I did like how Mal came to her rescue or he came to check on her. I don't like how he attacked her for her feelings or for how she's been living. And I do want to know what happened to the letters that she sent. And I'm sure he sent letters too. So I'm like 90% sure that the Darkling intercepted those letters and made sure that they never made her letters either never went out and his letters never got to her. They came to him or something of the sort. But I do like that they got back together in the end and they are best friends, and you know that they're now running for their freedom. And I do hope, I'm sure that the next two books are going to be them coming back. They left their country's borders, so I'm sure the next part of the book is going to be them coming back to fight for their country so that they can get it back from from the Darklings, maniacal control, because, he's evil. So we will see. I chose this set of the books because I liked the covers better than all of the other covers. When I was looking around, I saw this set and I saw the other set that has the deer head on it and the snake, I think, and then something else, the phoenix on the last one. And I didn't really like that set, but I love how beautiful this cover is. I like that the words are kind of like raised. I think it's called embossed. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't like these like perma stickers on here, bonus content inside. Okay, go away. You're ruining my cover. But I love the beautiful design. The only I don't like is this how the front cover is shorter than the rest of the book. I hate that. But I loved these covers, so I had to get them. And I like that they have some reviews from people and especially other authors on the inside. And I love the map because it really makes it clear. Like when they talk about through the book how they're like, oh, I'm walking along the Vi, we're going from this city to that city, from this city to that city, we're up here in these mountains, we're down here, we're going across the unsea. They really make you picture it in your mind. And once you've seen the map, it gives you a good idea of where they're going. And now I'm not going to lie, if I was born in these times before, GPS, I would have no idea where I'm going because, I don't know. I can't figure out where I'm going. I never can. So, I love books with maps. I do, however, wish that it was, honestly, I don't know if there's anything that I wish that it was. But I know what I was going to say. I do wish that it was one of those maps. I've seen that you unfold it, and so when you put the book pages over, you can see the map like over here, so you don't have to like flip back and be like, oh, where are they going? Oh, what country are they talking about? You can just be like, oh, let's hold the map out and be like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So you can just keep reading while you do it. That's what I like. I like books like that. So I think all books should do that. So I'm just gonna drop that now. So we're going to say that. Now, this one did have what I liked. It had questions that they asked the author in the back. It did have a letter in the back that Mal wrote for Alina, but she never got it, and it's a pretty long letter, so, you know, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's in every copy of every book. Oh, no, it's not, because it says right here, bonus material. Okay, so that was one thing that I liked about this book. It had that. It also had questions that they asked the author, you know, just about her life and, you know, things, just that basic general knowledge that they wanted to know for her. And then at the end, it has a few discussion questions. My only thing with these discussion questions is that they give you 5 discussion questions, but you can only really read them or answer them after you've read the book, because I didn't read them before I read the book, and I honestly didn't read them after either, because I wasn't sure if it was going to spoil something for me. So, you know, I didn't read them, and it's not like they should have like chapter discussion questions, or be like, oh, if you're going to read, if you do it for like a book club, here's discussion questions for chapter 1, and do it for each chapter, or do it for like chapters 1 through 5, you know, 6 through 10, you know, like that, or just something so that book clubs can break it up or whatever, so that they're not like reading these questions, you know, whatever. And then after that, it has, what does it say? It has the first chapter of Siege and Storm. So I actually did not read this when I finished the book either, because when I looked in Siege and Storm, it had this little like prequel to it, and it's just like this one. It says before, and then after you read that, it starts with chapter 1. So I didn't want to read chapter 1 in this book for Siege and Storm, knowing that there was a before in that book. So I was like, nah, I'll just not read it in this one, and I'll just go grab the next one. So I am really excited about this trilogy. I am glad that I'm finally getting to it. I hate myself for taking 2 years to pick it up, and only picking it up right now because I'm in a rush to read it before the TV show premieres. But either way, it got me to pick it up, and I am super excited about it, and I cannot wait to read Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising and Six of Crows and Cricket Kingdom. I am so excited to be in the Grishaverse. I absolutely love it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, so I will let you guys go for today. I will talk to you guys about my next book review. I will have that up hopefully within the next few days. I'm going to finish my book, and I'm going to put my review up, and I will see you guys then. So, yeah, I know I say a lot. I'm still working on that. Sorry. So I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, tell your friends, share my channel, please. I want more people to share their opinions with me on these books. So if you have any comments, leave them down below, and I will try to answer them. So bye.